Hi everybody, this is Trish from Art Journal Junkie. There are times where I find sentiments or quotes on the internet that really tickle my fancy, but I don't necessarily want to spend too much time putting them into my art journal. So today I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to put this down. Firstly, I'm using some Distress Stain by Holtz. The colors I chose are peacock feathers, pickled raspberry, and squeezed lemonade. You can see what I'm doing here is I'm applying them in a random fashion directly onto my craft sheet. The pigments of the Distress Stain are absolutely beautiful and you don't need very much. So here I'm applying it directly to the page in my journal, and I'm just running my journal gently over the stains, picking them up onto the paper. Now because I'm working directly into my journal and not onto a flat sheet, obviously it's caught where the spine of the journal is and it hasn't applied any ink there. And it's gone over onto the other side as well. I don't mind that. So I'm just picking up a little bit more here and there, and where there are white spaces left over, I'm going to add in some more of the ink directly onto the paper. Now I'm using the Holtz random dot stencil, and with some black acrylic paint and a cosmetic wedge, I'm just adding them randomly across my page. I wanted to show you a quick tip, because sometimes when you're working with inks and paints, your pages can become quite soggy, and if you don't have a heat tool, don't use a hairdryer, and please don't put this in your oven to dry either. But here's a good idea: use two bulldog clips behind the page and just allow it to air dry for a little while. I tried to use my Sharpie on the Distress inked page, but it didn't really work so good. So I got out the trusty correction fluid marker and I wrote my sentiment. Of course, you know, the nib will clog out when I'm filming it, but never mind, just a scratch here and there and we're good to go. A tip with using correction fluid markers is to work slowly and not to press them down directly onto the page, but rather to lay the fluid that comes out across the top. Now you'll see I'm not following the marker that I had tried to use in the background because I'd run out of space, so no worries. I just created my own spacing with the marker directly. And I've sped this up. I don't really write this fast with a marker pen. I left this to dry for a little while and then came back with my Faber Castell PITT artist's pen in the medium, and I'm going to outline the marker pen around each of the letters. Oops. Now you don't really have to use a black pen. You can use any color you wish. I just find that this works the best for me. And there we go. Little cosmetic wedges are great for application of paint, of ink, you name it. And so what I've done is, instead of using a stamper, I'm just using my cosmetic pad to add a little bit of dimension of the archival ink to the pages. I don't know why I checked the back of the page, because it's going to get covered up with some sort of art anyway. And I quite like this grungy look. So there we are. The last thing I do, of course, is I add my stomp. And if you liked my video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That'll tell me that you really like my work and it'll encourage me to do more. So I do hope that you enjoyed this. And remember, our thoughts determine our reality. Thanks for watching and see you soon.